Okay, the objective of the day is represent and solve addition and subtraction of fractions with unequal denominators referring to the same whole using objects and pictorial models and properties of operation. So the word problem of the day says Mauricio's mom gave him 2/3 of a pizza. He ate 1/6 of the 2/3 his mom gave him, and the question is, how much of the 2/3 his mom gave him is left? Okay, so first we need to find out what is the information that I know. The information that I know here is that Mauricio's mom gave him 2/3 of a pizza, okay, and that Mauricio ate 1/6 of the 2/3 of the pizza his mom gave him. What do I need to know? Well, I need to know how much pizza is left. How much of this 2/3 is left? Okay. So how do I need, or what do I need to do to solve this problem? Well, since in the first place he had 2/3 of the pizza and he ate 1/6 of these 2/3, that means that we need to subtract to see how much is left. We need to subtract this 1/6 out of the 2/3 pizza. Okay, so in order to do that, we already know that my operation is a subtraction. Okay, here the subtraction is represented with the fractions 2/3, 2 being the numerator and 3 being the denominator, minus 1/6, 1 being the numerator and 6 being the denominator. Okay, common misconceptions here is that students tend to subtract across. So they can say that 2 minus 1 is equal 1, and 3 minus 6, well, can be minus 3 or 3. So this is a misconception. Okay? Okay. As I said before, the operation here is a subtraction. We're going to subtract out of the 2/3, we're going to subtract 1/6. Okay, how are we going to solve this problem? Well, first we're going to use the linear model. Okay, the linear model represented. First, we're going to graph the whole. Okay, this is the whole. And the whole is represented by thirds in this case, which is my green strips. So one whole is fraction or segmented into 3 parts here. Okay, and then we are going to segment these 3 parts or this one whole into 1/6. So then I will have 6 pieces. Okay, so one whole is represented into thirds, which be 1, 2, 3 thirds that are equivalent to one whole, and we're also representing them into 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 6, which is equivalent to one whole. Okay, so now we're going to solve the problem. So we know here that Mauricio's mom gave him 2/3 of a pizza. Well, by counting, I already know how much is 2/3 here. So this is 1/3, this is 2/3 of a pizza. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this third out. So that way we know how much pizza we have. We have 2/3 of a pizza. And then they're telling me that Mauricio ate 1/6 of the pizza. So let's go ahead and represent these 2/3 into 6. So here I have 3/6, but I'm still missing one piece. So then here I have 4/6. Okay, these fractions are equivalent. So 4/6 is the same as 2/3. Okay? So then they're telling me that Mauricio ate 1/6 of the pizza. And remember, guys, we need to do a subtraction. We need to subtract 1/6 out of these 2/3. Okay? So it's so easy. Since I already have these segments fragmented, they're already into fractions. So what I do is that I go ahead and take 1/6 away from this part, which means that I will have left 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so let's go ahead and write that answer. So I already know that 2/3 minus 1/6 is equal 1, 2, 3, 6. And 3/6 is also equivalent to, let's say, 1/2. Do you guys think this look like a half of the whole? The pink strip? Yes, right? So this is the same as 1/2. Okay? So we can either give the answer saying 3/6, or we can give the answer saying 1/2. Okay, so now we're going to use another model to represent this. Let's use the area model. Okay, this is my area model. This is my whole. Okay, so now I'm going to divide to segment this whole into thirds. Okay, here are coming the thirds. I have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so we already divided that. So that means that this one whole is fragmented into thirds. And how many thirds do I have? 1, 2, and 3 thirds. So 3 thirds is the same as one whole. Okay, so now, well, we need to, they're giving us information. So we know that Mauricio's mom gave him 2/3 of one whole, of one pizza. So let's go ahead and take this away. And then they're telling us that Mauricio ate 1/6 of 2/3. So that means I'm gonna have to regroup, guys. So let's go ahead and represent those thirds into 6. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna put my 6 on top of this. This is 1, this is 2, this is 1, this is 2. So 2/3, guys, is the same or is equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4, 4/6. Okay, so now I have 4/6, which is equivalent to 2/3. So what do I have to do to solve this problem? Well, Mauricio ate 1/6, so let's go ahead and take 1/6 away. If I took 1/6 away, how much do I have? How much do I have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so again, that is my answer. My answer is 3/6. So let's go ahead and write. Out of this area, 2/3 minus 1/6 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 3/6. And that is my answer. So there's 3/6 or 1/2 of 2/3 of a pizza left. This is my solution. And here I'm telling you that 3/6 is equivalent to 1/2. Okay?